สวัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. Let's see who's the first one in tonight. Vandana, hi Vandana, you're the first one tonight.
Um, Thank you, Ajaan. Thank you. I just, I was just deciding should I share this or not, but I think mine is very confident. So I was willing to share, not just to share, just to motivate other participant that whatever you've been teaching us and telling us about the jhanas is absolutely true. And nobody should think that they can't do it because you don't do it, the mind does it. And for me, my personal experience has been so beautiful so far in the Buddhist path that I'm just overwhelming with joy now. I don't know how to thank Buddha for showing me this path. I've been practicing now for 5-6 years. Came into Buddhism after personal suffering and then just started relying on meditation. And then somehow meditation started bringing fruit so quickly that I thought that I might have some previous karma which led me to this path in this life. So I've been telling you last time, I think I shared with you that some sankharas were coming and then mine was taking them as me. And then again, you said, just don't think too much. Don't, you're thinking too much. And I was. And then I let it all go. And then mind started just falling into so beautiful, beautiful places where I can't even imagine that place exists. And it was just overwhelming. That is, my whole body is becoming just filled with coldness, coolness. Is everything from top to bottom is it feels like I'm just always taking bath, or it doesn't even I don't even remember that. Oh, I took bath yesterday because body feels so cold and light and always floating. And it's lasting even after meditation. I'm just taking a walk and then mind drops there. I'm even doing any work and then mind just start saying, okay, I need to go there. And then mind is taking me to this place for now is almost more than a month, that is continuously in beautiful state. Even had some worldly issues because I have a lot of overwhelming work, and there are other stuff, but mind just doesn't want to take it anything. It's not, it's engaging with people, but again comes and just start dwelling in this beautiful place by itself. And I heard that sometime people say that you get attached. But now I feel like that's okay to be attached, not too attached, but seeing that your body needs it, your mind needs it, because there's so many chaotic experiences outside that you try to deal with them, but you can't deal with them. You can't fix anything. You can't do anything. You just have to, yeah, just let it be, let it be. So not getting into any arguments or anything, just want to stay in this place. And I feel so much gratitude for all the teachers and the Buddha, that there is a place available for all of us within us, and we just have to go there. And you don't go there, mind will take you. And all the things which now I started hearing and listening and reading, when Buddha talks about Vitaka Vichara is the first stage. And the second is when you have all these beautiful sensations in your body, and then body start to float, feels like floating. And sometimes it feels like it's like going up. And then it's some kind of beautiful happiness which can't be explained, because it's so beautiful that there is everything drops, nothing remains, and you just feel like, where am I? Is this that kind of happiness does not exist in this world. Worldly things. Don't know, now I'm becoming speechless. So just wanted to share my gratitude as I always do, and come to you and update once in a while. So I thought I just should share this, because now it's happening frequently. So I'm more confident that this is the stage you were talking about. So just please guide me moving forward. How to, I think it's between the stage of third and fourth number, the according to the scriptures. Now mind is looking for more silence, because has still has that, kind of happiness, and which is, how long can you be in the party stage? Now mind wants like complete silence, where nothing can bother the mind, because mind doesn't want to think. It's always blank, no thoughts. And when the thoughts start to arise, mind just sees it and just let it go right away. It's not engaging in that storyline anymore. It can see it.
Well, you still have some other thing you have to deal with, such as your body, aging, sickness, and death. So this is the thing that you have to tackle, to not be affected by the aging, sickness, and death of the body. You know,
Yes.
samadhi or calm is in itself is good, but when it's not in jhana, when it has to come out, then it has to see the reality of the body. And so you have to learn to fix learn how to let go of your attachment to your body. Like the
Yes.
body will sooner or later will get sick
Yeah.
and it will have to die. And
Actually,
that's what you have to to work at, to teach your mind to remain calm and still and not let not be affected by the deteriorating nature of the body.
Ajahn, so that's the thing, that because I had dealt with some medical issues lately, not lately, it was part of my life, that my heart condition, it was always for so many years. It goes sometimes so high, it used to, but then I went to I had to go to the hospital to stop the heart rate. But since I started contemplating and being more mindful that what is arising, the last time when I went, I didn't have to do much because I was mindful of my heartbeat going 200 and something, and I could see it. And in the emergency room, they did not have to do the procedure at all. They just put me on the bed and then started doing some manual techniques, and then it came down. I didn't even go higher than that. So I started contemplating since then that this body is just burden. It's not going to be my best friend forever. And especially because the aging is also already started arriving. I feel very cold in the winter time right now in California, and I can see that how much dukkha body is creating. Just you keep feeding it every day. You're just taking it places. You're doing his body is just kind of, now of course I'm taking care of it by eating healthy, doing my daily walking, yoga, all those things. But inside I understand this truth that if I had to die at any minute, it's willing to take that, because I think it's done with this, that okay, this is enough. It's enough now. I have to just as you said, a Suba practice. I did a lot of a Suba practice, and all those things brought those sankharas, which I shared last time. That okay, I can't. It was overwhelming, but then after that something happened, and this after a few months of that vipassana retreats, side effects, all the sankharas came on surface, and then mind started dwelling in beautiful places. So now it's lasting for 1 month or so, more than a month. So I feel like now it's going to change and go towards more calmness and more peace, means quietness. That's what I think. It might, but I could be completely wrong. Can you please give more suggestions about how to contemplate more dukkha after coming out of this state of,
Well,
I don't
you have to uh, see the body when it's not in a comfortable zone, like right now.
know.
See how your mind will react when you subject the body to maybe some kind of pain, or some
Mhm.
kind of hunger, or
Mhm.
some kind of,
Yeah.
uh, suffering situation, and see how your mind deal with these situations.
Yes.
Yes.
I might just.
If your mind remain calm and peaceful
Mm.
like before it happened, then it's okay, then it's good. But your mind start to have agitation, have restlessness, or have fear, uh, anxiety, or worry, then this is something you have to fix. Yeah. And you won't know it until you expose your body outside of your comfort zone. Right now, you're in a comfortable zone, so there's no need to do anything. But if you have to go live, say, maybe in a monastery,
Yes.
well,
I'm 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 going with my Ajahn to Sri Lanka, and I know there is a flooding situation, and I don't know how it will go. I will go or not. I'm okay with both situation, but that's how I might see more kilesa and defilements coming out, and how mind will deals with it. So you're absolutely right. Putting my body into the situation. Yeah.
Like sitting for for a long time for the
Yeah.
pain to arise, and see how you deal with the pain of the body.
Yes. Yes.
These are the things that jhana samadhi cannot fix for you.
Yeah.
You can use jhana to escape from the pain, but you will still have to solve this problem
Yeah.
eventually. Using jhana is just like using anesthetics.
Yeah.
But you might run into a situation where you don't have anesthetics to use. Then you have to use vipassana or wisdom to teach your mind to see the true nature of the body and the pain.
Yes.
And they are anatta. They're not something under your control. And they come and go as they like. So you must be prepared to to meet them when they come. The ones that
Yeah.
you don't like. The good
Yes.
Vedana is okay, but the bad Vedana is what bothers us, what bothers the mind.
Yeah.
So you want to teach the mind not to be bothered by the bad Vedana, bad painful feeling. So this is something you have to do next.
Yeah.
Once you have enough calm and peace, your mind will then know how to react accordingly. All you have to do is maintain calm and peace as if you're still in jhana, but without going into jhana in the face of pain or in the face of death.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. So thank you so much, Ajahn. I just want to add one thing that these stages also impact the daily life is so deeply that if you intend to go into a difficult situation, for example, the verbal, somebody says something and you feel that you want to react, but mind won't let you because mind is so calm that you're going to deal with that situation and mind let it go right away. Even you thought, no, this is so big, you can't take it. You're thinking mind will tell you, but the next day, mind says, oh no, that mind just let it go. It's not registering in the mind anymore. The anything even very strong, mind is not registering. It's just letting it go and
You have to
it's
let go
wiping it.
by
Yeah,
seeing them as being anatta.
yeah. It's wiping out. Nothing
You have
remains.
you have to see anatta in everything.
Yeah, yeah. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much, Adan.
Okay, fine. So try to see everything as anatta, like the weather. Your body is part of the weather system. Your feeling is part of the weather system. Everybody you meet, they are all part of the weather system. They are not under your control. They can be anything, be any time to you, and you must not, uh, you know, be apprehensive of them. You must be able to face them calmly and peacefully. Okay. Well, we'll go to Sammy now. Hi, Sammy. Where are you now? Back in Bangkok, Nakhon Pathom.
Yeah. Now I'm back in the massage school in Nakhon Pathom.
Can you speak louder, please? You sound, or speak closer to the microphone.
Yeah, I said now I'm back in Nakhon Pathom in
Yeah,
Salaya.
okay. And still learning how to do the massage.
Yes, I have 3 more days. I'll be finished with the course.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it was very nice to meet you the week before, Ajahn.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for your kindness.
So what is your plan next?
So I sent out my intention to some monasteries to find a suitable place for ordination. But I think now my visa will expire in December 30, end of this month. So I might have to go out to Laos one more time before I could come back and switch to religious visa. Uh,
You think you might be able to find a temple that will take you in?
yeah, I have at least three temples now I'm applying to, even more than that.
Mhm.
And I think, yeah, it's not a problem. Everybody showed that willingness to accept me. Uh,
But
Problem is me.
but sometimes some of the temples might also require that you stay with them once you ordain with them.
Yeah, all of them request that. Every
Yeah,
temple, you have to stay at least 5 years.
that's right.
Yeah. Uh, uh,
So you can take that requirement.
yeah, yeah, that's why I'm taking my time to decide which is a more suitable place. Um, but yeah, there's also the visa consideration because not every temple will sponsor the farang, you know. Some temples just are not capable of doing the visa and all that trouble. So it has to be one of those like international centers that have sponsored other foreigners before and they know the process.
That's right. และ
Yeah,
วั
they
ด
have
ป่า
to.
นานาชาติ or วัดหนองป่าพง some อาจารย์ชา
Yeah, something like
temple.
that for sure, those
Yeah,
two. But I haven't been there. From what I heard, it's they have become quite lax in the practice. That's what I heard. So as I told you about the Udon Thani Center with Longpu Wanchai.
หลวงปู่วันชัย
Uh,
he would be willing to accept you if you stay with
oh,
him.
they are they are calling me to go back almost every day, and
That's
they are
good
very
then.
very kind and very welcoming. Actually, when I went there, they gave me the biggest kuti, and they were very kind and welcoming. And anytime they said come back, and yeah, I just need to get the papers in place, and yeah, hopefully, you know, I can live up to this aspiration.
So this time it's gonna be real, right? You're gonna really do it.
Well, I did
No,
it before, but apparently my mind was not so strong that as soon as one really strong Sankara came out, and our friend today was talking a lot about Sankaras. So what happened, like I was in Myanmar, as you know, I was at Samanera for 1 year, and just like a very strong Sankara came out, and it just pushed me beyond my limit. And no matter how much the Siado, you know, the Ajans, we call them Siados over there, he tried to convince me to stay. I was like, no, I was sure I need to go back, you know, and um, solve some things in my life first and get things right. And I just listening to one audiobook, Food for Heart by Ajahn Chah, and he talks about that like you cannot complete the world. There's no such thing. The more you think that you have to complete something in your life before you become a monk, that's just a trap of Mara. You just keep on doing one thing after the other, one thing after the other, and like this, I've been postponing the ordination for many years, and I've still not finished. So I finally realized, you know, the time comes where you just have to do it, and I'm just gonna do it.
it doesn't mean once you do it you can stick to it either. You might run into some strong sankara again.
Yeah, well, what can I do? What can I do, Ajahn? I have to try. I have to try before it's too late. You know, I'm not too young anymore. I'm 41, and years are passing by very quickly. When I first came in contact with the Dhamma, it was about 2010, 2011. I came in contact with the Wat Pradhammakaya. So since then, I've made my mind I want to ordain. Uh, Actually, I still don't have my mother's permission. I only have my father's permission. So I can only ordain as a Samanera for now. And yeah, it's been like that, just trying to get the permission from the family. They are Christian. They don't understand what I'm doing. Um, so it's possible that if my mother doesn't give the permission, that I might have to be a Samanera for a long time.
Hmm.
But I personally don't mind. I just want to meditate, and yeah, it's just if I allow myself to waste this opportunity, I know that at the time of my death, I will have many regrets.
This question of getting permission from your parents, I think originally the reason was if you're still underage and you're still under the the parents' guidance, then you need the permission. But once you are of age like now, you're an old man now, I don't think this is applied. But then again, it's just my opinion.
Well, it depends on the preceptor.
That's
I
right. It
wouldn't
depends on
mind,
how. Yeah.
Yeah, they will ask you, do you have your parents' permission? And you cannot lie. So
Mhm.
if I say only my father, maybe some of them will accept actually, but as I heard, but mostly, at least from what I know from Myanmar and the few places I know here in Thailand, that you do need the parents' permission.
Same in Myanmar also.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. They won't accept otherwise because
Both parents or just either one of them.
that's the thing. If you're not married, no matter how old you are, the rule is the Buddha never gave specific rule. When his father asked him, please, you have to stop ordaining people without parents' permission, and the Buddha conceded. He accepted his father's request.
Hmm.
So as long as you're not married, then you have to get your parents' permission, even you are 50 or 60 years old, doesn't matter.
And if
So
you're
that's
married, then you have to get permission from your wife, huh?
well, I don't have a wife.
No, I mean
So
in the case of a married person, who
yeah,
would he get a permission from the spouse or from the parent?
yeah. So then it will still be difficult either way, from mother or wife.
Hmm.
They both want to keep you on samsara. So what to do, huh? But and I knew that I checked that Samanera doesn't need permission. So as far as I know, Samanera can also attain the Magaphala. So it
Hmm.
doesn't matter even if she doesn't give the permission, I can just become Samanera and meditate. That's the important thing is once I get in the robe, uh, the mode of life will be different, and I will be protecting myself with this vinaya, and I will be in a monastery, and I'll be able to focus more on the practice rather than just going here and there doing courses and basically not very important things.
Okay. You have any question tonight?
So Ajahn, thank you for your time.
Okay. Hope you succeed or achieve what you're expecting to. Okay.
With your blessing, and
All right. Stay in touch.
I will do.
All right. Next, Anura from New Zealand.
Good evening, Ajaan. Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah,
can hear you.
yeah, it's very inspiring, Ajaan. So
Hmm.
it's worth joining this meeting. So get more inspiration, listen to your Dhamma and others' successes. So that's good.
This permission thing, is it applicable also in Sri Lanka?
Sorry?
this getting ordained, you had to get permission from your parents. Does this work
Yeah,
in the same in Sri Lanka?
I think so. Yes, yes. But I don't know about the older people need permission, but I haven't heard. But yeah, I'm not so sure, but I haven't inquired about that. Ajahn.
Yeah.
So Ajahn, just listen to those jhanas. So I have a question came through. If someone practices jhana and then after that vipassana, at the time of death, if the person goes into jhana, just because of the death, pain of death, would the person can become sotapanna at the moment of the death or magapala?
If you use jhana, then you're not using wisdom. See?
Yeah.
You're just running away from the truth, from the dukkha that of the body.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't achieve a sotapanna enlightenment. To achieve enlightenment, you have to see the body is not being you, anatta, being four elements, and you don't need jhana. You don't have to run away from death.
Yeah.
You can face death in the eye and watch the body die in front of you.
Okay.
But if you go into jhana, you don't know what happens to your body,
Okay.
and your ignorance of the nature of the body hasn't yet been solved. See? So you cannot be a sotapanna or any level of enlightenment if you use jhana to deal with your suffering.
Mm-hmm.
In order to become enlightened, you have to see the body as being anatta, not yourself, being a servant, being like a robot made from the four elements, and is subjected to aging, sickness, and death. And you're willing to face it and let it be without having to go into jhana. This is letting go of your first fetters, the fetters of sakayaditi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And in the process, once you can let go of your sakayaditi, you also will automatically let go of your what you call your doubt in the Buddha and the rites and rituals that you might still cling to, because you'll see the Dhamma when you when you when you use wisdom to deal with your delusion, then you see that the teaching Buddha is real. So the one who teaches this teaching must also be real. And you also see that all your suffering arising from your craving. And in order to get rid of your craving, you need to get rid of your craving in order to get rid of your suffering, not to do rituals to get rid of your suffering. So you don't rely on rituals to cure your suffering.
Okay.
All you need to do is to accept reality and stop your craving.
Okay.
Some people get sick and they want to use some sort of rituals to cure their sick illness. Yeah. But for Sotapanna, he sees that illness is just part of life, part of the body system. And no matter how much ritual you do, not gonna kill the body. So the first three fetters will all be taken care of once you got the first fetter right, when you see the body as being anicca, dukkha, anatta.
So then if one cannot finish his work before the death, at the time of death, the karma would decide the next rebirth. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
The next rebirth, you will carry with you your ability to get into jhana, but you won't have any wisdom yet. You won't yet see the three characteristics in the body.
Okay.
So you will have to work on it again when you in your next life. But once you have achieved the first level of enlightenment, then you no longer have to stop to do this problem again in your next life. You have already let go of your attachment to your body and feelings, painful feelings. So you deal with some other factors that you haven't yet eliminate, such as your sexual desire is still in your mind. And this level you need to contemplate on asukha, on pleasantness part of the body, unpleasant part of the body. Look at the corpses, look at the 32 parts to get rid of your sexual desire or craving.
But in the next life, there's no guarantee but that we will meet a good teacher, Dhamma would.
It's by chance, I guess.
By chance, yeah.
By chance. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So you have to rely on what you have achieved this life to carry through if you have nobody else to teach you in your next life. Like the Buddha in his last life, he was able to enter the jhana by himself without, but he didn't know anything about the three characteristics of existence. So he has to work out until figure things out himself. See everything as being anatta, not under your control. And the reason for your suffering is because you want to control things that you cannot control. So you have to stop trying to control everything. It's just to let it be. Let the body be, let the feeling be, let the mind be, let everything be. All you need to do is stop your cravings for, for trying to control them. That's all. Once you can do that, then your mind will be able to let go of your attachment to everything. Stop all your cravings and stop rebirth in the process. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Dhamma. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Where's your wife?
I think she couldn't get up, so
She's still sleeping, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
she did some meditation. It's still late night.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
So
problem. Just wondering.
yeah. No, we all, even last few weeks we couldn't join because we were a bit late, so we listened online. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in terms of my practice, Ajahn, so I started. It's good that every time when I wake up in the morning, as soon as when I put my feet down on the floor, in my head, I start with Buddha, Dhammo, Sangho. It can play automatically now. So
Good. Can you carry it until the time you go to bed?
That's difficult. So, and then I switch to when I get in, and until I arrive at work, I chant Itipiso and all this.
Good. Yeah, at least you have
In
something
it,
to control your thoughts.
yes. So after work, that's harder. Anyway, I will get there. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good start. At least you're starting now, and
Yeah.
you'll improve as you go along.
Yeah. I do meditation in the morning. It's very good now these days. So I just see looking at the blanket with emptiness, so just no thoughts coming in. I think I feel good now. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Let's continue to practice. Thank
All
you
right.
for the teaching.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Next, B. Ravin from Bangkok.
Hi, Prajan. Good evening.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I hope you are fine as well, Prajan.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Prajan, I was listening to your conversations earlier, and it I didn't know. I mean, I think the first point is I didn't know that to get ordained, you actually have to get permission from parents. But I don't think that applies to Thailand, right? That's only in
No,
some.
it applies to everybody. You have to get your permission from your parents. Or at least your parents must go and meet the monk who's gonna ordain you. So he knows that your parents have permission for you. Usually this is how it works in Thailand. If a son wants to ordain, then the parents will take the son to go see the monk at the monastery. So this is automatically giving permission without having to write, put it on paper or something like that. The monk who is gonna ordain you has to be satisfied that you you are allowed or permitted by your parents to ordain. In my case, I when I went to apply and the monk said, "You have parents?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Bring them to see me." So I had to bring one of them. I said, "Can I bring one of them?" It's fine. Fine. So I brought my mother to see him. And once you see him, then he said, "Okay."
Oh, I see. I learned something new today, Prajan.
Mm. But
And
for me, I thought getting permission is more for underage person rather than you know a grown-up person. Uh, like in Thailand, once you're 21, you're considered grown up. You should be able to do any legal thing. So I thought maybe ordaining also is like that, but I'm not sure. It's depend on how the monk, the preceptor will interpret this rule.
I see. But I mean, the monks themselves, right, Prajan, as Samanera, for example, is for those under the age of 20. You can only be a full monk once you reach 20. If you're younger than 20, you can only be a Samanera.
Yeah, you're not mature yet to keep the 227 rules. So you only keep the 10 precepts first as a novice or samanera.
I see. Prajan, just moving on to regarding my practice. You you mentioned just now earlier that jhana is not enough to eradicate suffering. Do I understand correctly? Is it because jhana only brings about peace and calm of the mind, but it doesn't bring about any wisdom, which we need to cultivate to kill the fetters?
Well, jhana can suppress the fetters temporarily, so the suffering disappear temporarily, but not permanently. Once you come out of jhana, your mind can still start to crave for this and that, and then suffering will come up from your craving. See? But with wisdom, you see that things that you crave for is bad for you, like your body, your feeling, because they are not permanent. They're not what you call constant. They change. They keep changing. So when they change from good to bad, then you can get suffering from that. So if you see this with wisdom, then you don't have crave for the body or the feeling. Just leave the body alone. We all crave for the body to get not to get old, get sick, or die. We want the body to live a long and healthy life, but we cannot do that. When we cannot do that, then it can cause us suffering. So when you see this with wisdom, then you say you cannot expect the body to last forever. You have to come to terms with the truth of the body, which is it will get old, get sick, and die. This is wisdom. So this is not something jhana can do for you. Jhana only stop your cravings temporarily when you enter into jhana. Your craving for not not to get sick, not to die, will be suppressed temporarily. So you didn't feel any suffering when you're in jhana. And once you come out of jhana and you look at your sick body, your body with a terminal cancer, then your mind can start to have suffering. But if you have wisdom and accept that this is part of the nature of the body, and there's nothing you can do anything about it except but accepting it. When you accept the truth of the body, the nature of the body, then you stop your cravings for the body not to get sick or die. Once you stop your craving, then the suffering that is created by your craving disappears. So you can look at the body, look at a sick body, look at a dying body, and not feeling any suffering because you have vipassana or wisdom. You see anicca temporarily, body is temporary, birth, aging, sickness, and death. Anatta, you cannot stop this process.
I see. So that means jhana only serves as a tool that can help us to develop wisdom, because without jhana we cannot develop wisdom.
Yes, without jhana, you don't have the strength to stop your cravings, even though you have the wisdom to see that craving is bad for you, but you still cannot stop it. Like people who are addicted to cigarettes or alcohol, they know drinking is bad for them, but they're craving for alcohol and they cannot stop because they don't have the strength to stop them. See? But if you have jhana, then you have the strength to stop your cravings. Every time you think about getting a drink, you say, "Oh no, I don't want it." Then you can just stop that. So you need both. You need jhana also, and you need wisdom. You need the three characteristics to be able to get rid of your suffering permanently.
Yes, because I did some self-reflection, Prajan. I mean, it's easy for us as lay people, at least for me, to say, "Oh, I know that craving is bad. I know that that looking for worldly sensual pleasures is bad." It's easy to say it, but then the mind doesn't accept it, because when we come across a real situation, then the defilements take over. So I think it's like superficially knowing is not enough. It has to be like internalized, and that's what wisdom is about. Is that right?
Yeah, one is theoretical and the other is practical. When you come to the real thing, see how you react. When you come face to face without the things you need to have, you wanted to have, how do you feel? Can you remain unaffected, or you start to feel bad, feel the blues, or feel the lonely, and so forth?
So that's a power tanha and vipawa tanha.
Yes, all three of them, either one of them, they come either craving for sensual pleasure, craving for being, and craving for not being.
So these are defilements.
Yes,
The
they're the cause of your suffering, see. The cause of your depression, the cause of your stress, anxiety, the cause of your loneliness, sadness, this all from these three cravings.
So it means that, like for example, people who suffer from depression, it's not really an illness. It is just rather having defilements clouding the mind. They don't
It's,
understand where is it coming from.
it's mental illness, yeah, that's what I
And
call it.
because at least when I feel stressed, I always find meditating really does calm the mind.
But that's temporarily, see. When you meditate, you stop your cravings. When you come out of meditation, you can still have the same type of uh, stress or anxiety again. But if you have wisdom, then then you get rid of your stress, anxiety permanently without having to go into meditation. But you have to have a strong mind to be able to stop your cravings. Once you see with wisdom that craving is the source of your suffering.
Understood, Prajan. So to summarize, I would have to have a blend of both
Yes, you
mindfulness,
need
wisdom, and samadhi.
you need to have use mindfulness to stop your mind from thinking, from cravings, and then you need wisdom to teach you that your suffering is being caused by this type of craving. If you have feeling the blues because you have no drinks, and the wisdom will say because you want to drink, that's which caused you to have the blues. So if you want to get rid of the blues, just then stop your craving for the drinks. When you don't crave for drinks, then you don't feel the blues.
This is the Four Noble Truths, right, Prajan?
Yes, this is what we're talking about. Buddhism is only talking about the Four Noble Truths. This is the principal idea behind Buddhism. And nobody knows this four Noble Truths except the Buddha. Without the Buddha to come and teach us, we won't know about the Four Noble Truths. We'll blame on something else for the blues. Blame there's no alcohol to drink, and you blame the lack of alcohol, instead of blaming you're craving for alcohol. So when there's no alcohol to drink, you go look for it somewhere else. Look at the history. They try to prohibit people from drinking, and what happened? They go underground to drink instead.
Yes, prohibition.
Uh-huh. But if they stop the craving for drinking, then they don't need to go look for any drinks. And they don't feel the blues or the sadness or the loneliness. In order to stop your craving, you need to have jhana. The mind strong enough to have jhana will have the strength to stop your cravings. Once wisdom tells you this is the cause of your problem. Okay?
Yes, Prajan, very clear. Thank you.
All right. Next. Celia from Peru. You've been in a few times but didn't have a chance to speak. You had to go?
Hello, Brian. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, happy to be able to talk to you. Yes, I have to leave at 9. Well,
Oh, I
my
see.
9 a.m. Yes, because I have to attend to my mother. So
It's
sometimes I
almost
get there,
down now.
sometimes not.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah, happy I could join because I've been extremely busy these last weeks, and I will also be busy in the next week. So yeah, lots of thoughts coming, lots of things that I have to do and take care of. So yeah, I just wanted to join to center myself a little bit and listen to the Dhamma. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, December is a busy month for buying gifts and so
I
parties.
hope I wish it was only that. But actually I just finished the pre-surgery exams of my mother just yesterday that took a lot. And tomorrow it's her birthday. So we are doing a celebration here, a little gathering. And I see the anxiety of I want things to go well. Yeah. So yeah.
That's craving also.
I was thinking that when I was listening to your talk with David, it's total craving, and I see the anxiety of, yes,
Because
buying
you
things.
cannot
Yeah,
control things. You cannot always make things go well.
yeah,
Sometimes can go wrong, go opposite from what you expected to.
yeah,
Anatta, you not under not everything is under your control.
yes. I
So you
should
have to
remember.
make room. You have to make room for make around allowance for things that might go wrong. So you won't get disappointed when things happen.
Yeah, you're right. I will take some time today just to think about these things. Yeah, because I haven't had time to think
Yeah,
a lot.
you
Because also,
you You forgot Anija. Things is always changing.
Yes. And next week is her surgery, actually. So we're going to be most of the days at the hospital. And there are more things to take care of, no? So I'm finishing with a birthday and starting with the other plans. So yeah, and of course I also want that to go well. So yeah, but I will try
Yeah.
to remember that, as you say.
Yeah, you have to use the word que sera, whatever will be, will be.
Yes, I will. I will try to. Actually, my mother knows that song. I didn't know,
Uh-huh.
but my mother knows that song. She
Yeah.
started singing that song in English, and my mother doesn't speak English at all, at all.
Uh-huh.
And
It
I
was
asked her,
it
"How
was
do you
a
know?"
very popular song, I think, worldwide. This song is popular worldwide.
Yes, but not actually. She told me that her boyfriend, when she was like, oh, like I don't know, more than 70 years ago,
Uh-huh.
sang that song all the time in English. And she didn't
Yes.
know English, but because she heard and she started singing, "Que será, whatever will be." And yeah. And I
Yes.
remember that I told her at that time, "Oh, your boyfriend," they were really small. "He must have been a very wise person. That's good. You shouldn't have let him go." And she told me, "I didn't let him go. He went out to be a monk, a Catholic." Yes, and I told her, "Oh, so he just went to be a monastic. I told you he was an intelligent guy." My
Mhm.
mother was, "Oh."
Yeah, he see Anija, he see Anija, he sees Anatta.
Yeah, I thought that no, if he so young he was able to see those things that que será
Mm.
será whatever it will be. Yeah, he must have been very wise,
That's
and he
because
was
maybe
to
in
renounce to
it,
the world.
yeah, maybe that's because maybe in his past life he have developed this wisdom already.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, my mother was in a Catholic school, and the
Mm.
nuns before she left told her that she had conditions to be a nun.
Mm.
And she said, no, no way, because she wants to have family and kids. So no, she just said, no way. But then, yeah. And when I told her I want to be a Buddhist nun, she was telling me, well, before, no, when she was more lucid, why, okay, you want to be a nun? Why are you not a Catholic nun? And I was like, it doesn't work like that, mother. Like, I want to be a Buddhist nun. Yeah. But
Good.
sometimes maybe I came to her, I don't know, because she had these also conditions, no? To get a little bit out of the mundane world. Not her, but at least she had the conditions. At the end, she decided to stay in samsara.
Okay. Nice to hear the story.
Yeah. Ah, nice to see you, and nice to hear a little bit of Dhamma in these busy
Yeah.
times.
Don't forget the three characteristics. It's the best remedy for your mind. Whenever you feel sad or bad, think of the three characteristics.
Okay, Prajan, I will remember.
Think of it as the weather. Everything is like the weather.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Prajan. Thank you very much.
All right.
Be
Say
well.
happy
Bye.
birthday to your mother
Oh, thank you very much.
from all of us here.
Thank you very much. I would tell her.
Yeah. Okay. Next, Aparajita from Dubai. Oh, you're in a empty room now,
Yes, I'm in my empty room, but I'm happy here.
huh?
It's good enough. It's got my books, it's got my desk. And
Yeah. Just only have what you need.
yes, and comfortable living simply.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Less
And
things to worry about, less things to take care of.
yes, that is definitely a relief sometimes.
Yes.
And
And easier to clean the room also.
very easy. Very easy, very easy. And interesting, like just it's nice and a little coincidence that the previous speaker was talking about the song Ke Sara Sara, and when you mentioned it first, I remember when I was young and my father used to drop me to school, and there was always a bit of traffic jam, and I used to be like, oh my God, I'm going to get late. And then he would also say, Ke Sara Sara, whatever will be, will be. So it seems to be like a song that has gone, I will,
Worldwide. Yeah.
yes, worldwide. So it's quite wise and beautiful now that I think of it. Yes.
That's good. If you can apply this to everything, then you would have no suffering whatsoever.
Yes, I suppose, yes, that is a good way to look at life.
Apply to your body, apply to your feeling,
Yes.
apply to your emotion, and just let them be. What else can you do?
Mm.
You can only use equanimity to deal with everything. Just stay calm, stay still, and don't react. Let things happen. Then there will be no suffering. Okay, understand how to do it, how to do with que sera sera. It's just to let it be. What can you do?
Yes, it's that kind of not forgetting and remembering to ungrip kind of at a moment.
Yes. You need equanimity, you need the fourth jhana to be able to just merely observing and knowing and not reacting to anything. Okay?
Okay, Ajahn.
Nice
Thank
talking to
you.
you.
Lovely talking to you as
Okay.
always. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, Saket and Nita from India.
Namaskaram, Ajaan.
Yes, how are you both?
Yeah, we're well. We just spent some time at Bodh Gaya. I think Neeta updated you last week, Ajaan.
Yes. She said she enjoys meditating there.
Yes. Actually, we were very fortunate that a senior monastic from Thailand had come there, and they had planned to meditate for about 9 hours a day for 20 days.
I see. Good.
And so, because of that, we were also able to kind of follow along and get into that rhythm. Because actually, Bodh Gaya is a very noisy place, and for it's noisy, and there's a lot of beggars, and there's it's not very pleasant in many ways. However, because they had that intention, they were sitting under the Bodhi tree and meditating. So we also sat and kind of learned to sit with all various auditory impingement and loudspeakers and things like that. And I think overall it became quite an enriching experience. Besides, of course, it's a very special place because a lot of the Lord Buddha's enlightenment. And also, I think that became a very, would you agree with that? Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
It gave us the stamina to sit for long hours and do meditation.
Yes. And so, Fraja, now we are thinking, we're not sure whether we will succeed very well, but we want to try to maybe build more meditation into our day. And so, maybe something like 5 to 9 in the morning we'll meditate, and 5 to 9 in the evening. So we're thinking we're going to try something like that. And 9 to 5 of the day is kind of open. So we wish to try that kind of a routine. And just wanted your thoughts, Rajan, about this routine itself. And next, that there are few opportunities that are coming up for more travel. And I wanted your thoughts on whether it's worth going or skipping. One is that there is a senior monk from Thailand coming, and he's leading a Dutanga walk. One part of which will also go through a tiger reserve on the last day, I think, which normally we aren't allowed to go on foot. And do you think it's a good idea? It's maybe a 3-4 hour drive from where we are. And do you think it's a good idea to step out and go for such a program?
Well, it depends on whether your mind is ready for it or not. You have to know if you're ready to take the test. If you're not ready, then you cannot, then you will not be able to do it.
Mm.
But as far as practicing is concerned, I think it's more better to do it alone than in a big group.
Yes.
If you still need a big group, it means you're still very weak on your own. You need somebody else to kind of push
Yes.
you along, drag you along.
Yes. Yes. Actually, I think it's going to end up becoming a big group. And then I think that it might just become like a walk in the park, really, and
Yeah,
label of a tiger reserve. That's
yeah.
what it was coming like to me.
You won't
Mm.
get much meditation, but you might get lots of effort putting
Yes.
in the hours. But mindfulness is not very easy to achieve when you're around people.
Yes. Yes.
You need
Yes.
to be alone to really develop mindfulness.
Mm.
So it depends on your status as a practitioner, whether you're just a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. So
Right.
when
I certainly consider myself a beginner still.
beginners, you still need a lot of things to help you push you along.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
places to go meditate and people to meditate with, but once you are able to have enough mindfulness to do it on your own, then you want to be alone. You don't want to practice with other people.
Right. 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 Mm.
So if you find it useful and can help push you on the path, then it's okay to do it.
Mm.
But if
Yeah.
you can do it alone at home right now, why have to travel anywhere?
Yes.
Meditation is in the heart, in the mind, not in places. Places are like the trapping of the Mara, somebody said earlier. Sensual pleasures. You still want to go see, hear things. When you're staying at home, you don't see or hear things. That is different. But once you can have mindfulness to bring your mind inside, then it doesn't matter where you are. Every place is the same. With a mind that doesn't go after sight, sound, or smell anymore, then they can be anywhere and do the practice. All they need is a quiet place.
Mm. Yes, yes. Actually, that's very helpful advice. That answers a lot of questions
Mm.
from Ajahn. Yes. I can definitely work on this advice. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And like I would recommend do the 6 hour challenge better if you you have to do anything at all.
Yes, yes, yes. Right.
Or do the mantra challenge, the Bhutto challenge.
Yes,
Carry the Bhutto all day long till the time you go to sleep.
yes, yes, yes,
That's
yes.
more useful, I think. If you can do it, it means you have constant or continuous mindfulness.
Right.
But I think your mind's still going outside, going toward the central objects. That's why you want to go here and there, practice here and there. Not ready to do it where you are right now.
Yeah. It is very attractive to go traveling for meditation. That is.
It's really contradictory, but anyway, it sounds good. When you
And sometimes
meditate,
people see us as a very serious meditator. We're going to God to
yeah.
meditate. We're like,
If
whoa.
you're serious, you don't want to go anywhere. You just want to stay put.
Yes, yes, yes. No, certainly. This is very helpful advice. Thank you so much, Raj.
Okay. How about you, Nita?
Raj, and I do have some retreats coming up, but this advice is very helpful, and eventually there would be a point where I would stop traveling, and soon I feel that so.
Yeah,
And
did you hear the first participant talk tonight? Vandana.
yes,
She somehow managed to find that peace in herself, and she just
yes,
feels so blissful. She didn't want to do anything else. Just stay with that bliss state of
true,
mind.
True, Farzan. And she's a friend of ours, a good friend of ours, and we've seen her put right efforts for a very long time, and so
Oh,
happy.
you know her, you know her.
From
Nice.
California, we were in the same city. So
Santa Clara.
yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Are
So she's
you still in touch with her?
yes, yes.
I see. Okay, good.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you should ask her for advice how to do it. How?
We recently talked, and she was asking about my Bodh Gaya trip, and I was rejoicing in my efforts, and I was rejoicing in hers. But yes, I'll keep trying, Ajahn, and I'll keep discussing with Kalyana with us. And of course, your advice is always very helpful. And
Yeah,
sitting under the Bodhi tree, many times Saket and I would come back and discuss that Ajahn Suchart, whatever he says, he's so right and he's so direct, and it's so helpful to just focus on the tip of the nose, and it's so helpful to keep being mindful from the moment we get up to the moment we go to bed. It's difficult, but if we go into that practice, if we go into that habit, it really works wonders.
yeah. This is the goal that you should set up for yourself.
I liked your analogy about football also last week, where it should be like we have to keep the football with us. Similarly, we have to be mindful to have our chant with us throughout the day.
Yeah,
And
good.
thank you.
All right. Hope you find peace like Vandana have found her peace.
It's present, so hopefully.
Okay, good. Next we'll go to Ricardo from Spain. Hi, Ricardo. Is this your first time joining us?
Yes, good evening, Tanayan. This is the first time.
Okay, welcome to our meeting.
Thank you. Uh, I would appreciate some guidance because I have changed my practice. So I've been meditating for 15 years, more or less, on my own, reading books. But my practice has been just sit and relax and be aware. And throughout the day, the same, walking or doing whatever, but just to be aware without focusing. But I felt that I need some concentration. So I have changed recently and I practice sitting 2 hours or three per day and using the breath. From time to time, Buddha.
Good.
And throughout the day, I try to practice with the mantra also, to practice as much as I can.
And how does it work for you?
Um, I've been doing that since 1 month or not much more, and I have noticed my mind more focused. I think that is the change is beneficial for me.
Mhm.
And in a few days I will be fully retired, so I have more time now. And I want to increase the time of practice to improve the meditation, the practice.
Yes, you're doing the right thing. You're practicing mindfulness, and when you're sitting, you're practicing meditation, anapanasati. The point is to be able to maintain mindfulness continuous enough to stop your mind from thinking completely. If your mindfulness is not continuous, your mind might be still running around. You might be watching your breath for a few seconds, and your mind start to thinking about something else. You must bring it back to the breath all the time, or the mantra, whichever one you use. You can use the mantra, you can use the breath, but don't let the mind think. It doesn't matter how long. the length of time it doesn't really mean that you're doing good. What determines your practice is your mindfulness. If you have continuous mindfulness, then your mind should be calm, quickly, and can remain calm for a long time.
Okay.
So watch out for your mindfulness. Make sure that your mind doesn't go think about any other thing. You have to have something. When you're not meditating, you might have to watch your body movement. Every movement of your body, you should be watching it. Whatever you do, drinking, eating, taking a bath, shaving, brushing your teeth, whatever you do, you have to be watching that activity only and not let your mind go thinking about other things. And when you meditate, your mind can stay with the breath more longer, and the longer it's able to stay with the breath, then the more calmer it will become.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Okay.
Pranaya.
Yeah. Where are you from in Spain?
From South Spain,
South
at the south coast,
Barcelona
from
or
Malaga. Malaga is in
Malaga. Yeah. Okay.
near Africa.
Okay.
It's in Spain, but very near
Near
Africa.
Africa. It's an island,
No, it's a city on the coast.
on the coast, but closest to Africa.
Yes.
Okay. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Tanajan. Thank you very much.
Okay. Next, we'll go to Sao Paulo with Ubeka. Hi, Alfredo.
Hi, Bante.
How are you? Are you sleeping?
No, I'm in my house, my kuti, meditation.
Okay.
I find my obra, my renovate room, renovate house.
I see. Yeah. You like it?
Yes,
Mm.
yes, very good, very, very good. Beautiful, beautiful. Painting yellow on the floor.
Okay.
Good. Meditation on morning, meditation in the afternoon. It's okay.
Meditation all day long.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Sakaya Dichi.
Okay. No self. No self. Body is not self.
No self, not self.
Body is just like the bed you're lying on, sitting on.
Yes.
Just four
No
element.
have problem.
Four element.
Yes.
Your body is four element.
Yes, for element.
32
Space
parts.
and conscience too.
Yeah.
Space is conscience too. Space is sunyata space.
Yeah. Space is no problem. It's your body that's the problem that you have to solve.
Yes.
You don't get dukkha with space, but you get dukkha with your body.
Yes.
So you have to get rid of your dukkha to the body.
Yes.
Let the body be, let the body alone.
Yes.
Good.
It's okay.
Anything else?
No, tranquility.
Okay.
Tranquility now.
Ubeka,
Okay.
just like your name.
Thanks, Bante.
Okay. Next, we'll go to Alvin from Malaysia.
Namaskar, Tanajan. Yeah, Tanajan, just a brief question. I was listening to the Forest Desana, I think part 11. I stand to be corrected on this statement. Long time Mahabua said that dukkha is such a dharma and is not in the body. And what does it mean by that? I mean, our body do not have the dukkha, right? It actually comes from our chitta, is it, Tanajan?
Well, actually, the body is the one that caused the painful feeling to arise. But the painful itself is in the mind. The mind is the one that actually experiencing the pain, not the body. Because the body has no consciousness. The body doesn't know anything. It's like a car, an automobile. An automobile might doing something like stop air conditioning working. So the consequence is the rider who feel the the heat from from the lack of the air conditioning. But it comes from the car itself. But the one who experiences is the mind. Vedana is in the mind. See.
Okay. So the pain actually originated from the body.
From the body. Like when you're hungry, where does it come from?
The stomach.
Okay.
Yeah.
But who experiences the pain? Not the body. The body doesn't know it's hungry. It's the mind that knows that it is hungry. But that's besides the point. The point is how to deal with the hunger when it appears. If you cannot get any food, how do you gonna deal with it? And then you find out that the suffering from hunger is separate from the hunger. The hunger is like an initiator that causes the suffering to arise in the mind, the dukkha in the mind. And the cause of this dukkha is because of the craving for food that causes the mind to have dukkha. If you don't want to have dukkha, then you have to stop your craving for food. But you can still feel the hunger, but you will not have any dukkha from the hunger, because the dukkha from the hunger is caused by your craving for the food.
Yeah, that's correct. Because Tanajan, on the day that I fast after noon, when I don't think about food, because I know I'm fasting, so I don't feel hungry. But sometimes it comes, just for a moment, you feel hungry for a moment, then you've just forgotten about it because you don't think about food. So the day when I don't fast, even sometimes midnight, I feel very hungry. Even though I haven't eaten, I feel very hungry.
Yeah, because your mind crave for food.
Yeah. Okay.
So the goal is to stop the dukkha or the suffering in the mind, but stop the craving that the mind has for anything. When you have craving for something and you cannot get it, you feel the suffering, right?
True. Yes.
If you don't want to have any suffering, then not crave for anything.
Long way to go, Tanajan.
You need a lot of mindfulness. You need a lot of equanimity to be able to stop your mind from cravings.
Yeah. Even when I practice Budo while walking, after a while, I just forgotten about it. Walk like maybe for 5 minutes. After that, I forgot about it.
Okay.
Thanks, Ananya. Thank you.
Next, Kate Yenso from Penang.
Ajaan, good evening. Ajaan, when somebody pass away, how many hours we need to wait, let the body settle down before we send him or her for cremation?
I don't know. It's up to you. As long as you're certain that the body actually dies, because sometimes the body doesn't die. Maybe it just go into what you call, unconscious, but still not fully dead. So you need to have somebody confirm that the body is first dead, because we have stories about some people who people think they die, but when they put in the coffin, they could hear the coffin knocking from the coffin. So when they open up the coffin, and the person who who was thought dead is still alive. So you just have to make sure that the person actually died before you do anything to the body. So
Okay.
you have to go ask the undertaker. I don't know.
Mm, mm, mm,
And I think it's a matter of convenience also, how long you want to keep the body. In
mm,
Thailand, sometimes we keep the body for 1 year before we do the cremation, because people still kind of cling to the body and don't want to lose this body, even if this body is already dead. They still feel that they want to keep it.
mm. Okay.
So it varies from family to family. Some people keep it just for one night and then cremate. Like Long Ta Mahabo's mother,
Mm,
she passed away in the morning, and Long Ta said, "Let's cremate her in the afternoon." But
mm,
then the relatives asked for an extension for 1 day because they want to have relatives to come and pay respect. So they
mm,
kept her overnight, and the next day in the afternoon they cremated her body.
mm,
So you can cremate or get rid of the body anytime you like, as long as you're sure that the body actually died. You don't want to cremate or bury somebody who's still alive. That's all.
mm. Okay. Right. Thank you, Tanajan. Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome. Next step, American.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Sorry. I I'm having an issue with my dog. I would love some. She's senile, so she has Alzheimer's, and she's 14 years old, and it's gotten so bad. She's just constantly unsettled. I try to stay with Budo, but it's very hard when there's like a being that's so uncomfortable and so freaked out like all the time. She's constantly trying to like get into all the doors. She's knocks stuff over. It's just constant. Um, it's stressing my kids out, but there's nothing I can do because she's still like, even though her mind is gone, she's still here, and I have to just endure. So I guess any advice on that?
Accept it. Accept her for what she is.
So I'm like being disrupted is probably what I'm having the hardest time with, probably because it feels so. It's just constant. Like I can't relax ever because she's so just accept that that's what it is. That's okay.
Can you put her in a cage or someplace where she doesn't bother other people?
I have had to start putting her in an office at night because I did put her in a cage and she desperately tries to get out, and it was really stressing out me and my son. So it's been very hard. Yeah. But she's like, she's gone mentally, but I can't, she's still there. You know what I mean? I have to, she's a being. I have to treat her with respect. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you also want to protect other people from her,
Yes. Yes.
from her action. Can you tie her or something to a post or something like that?
It's gonna have to be what starts happening. It just feels so bad because she's like the family pet, and now I have to treat her like a nuisance. It's like hard, but I think that is the way I have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
That's what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, this is change. Anicca. See, people change, dog change.
Yeah. That was what, like last night I was so just distraught, but then anicca, impermanence, and that was really helping. So
Anatta also can help. You cannot do
yes,
anything.
'cause she is anatta, and I am I can't. Yeah.
You cannot change her.
Yeah.
She's like the weather. She's like a
She is.
storm.
Yeah. I just got to endure a really long storm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, to protect other people, it isn't wrong to isolate her in somewhere where she won't bother other people. It doesn't mean you're being cruel or anything like that. You're just being realistic.
Thank you. That really helps me to hear that because I've been having a lot of feeling really bad. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can hear her right now. She's just, yeah.
But if we can endure her freedom and let her live as the way she likes, then that's okay also.
Yeah, then she's fine. If she can do what she wants all day, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
This should be a lesson for you. So next time you
Yes.
won't get another dog.
I really wanted another dog, and now I know I can't. This is what comes down. No,
Yeah.
a lot of responsibility,
Aging, sickness, and death,
and
regardless
you
of
got to take
who.
care of it. Yeah, yeah. Thank
Dukkha,
you. Very
life is dukkha, life is suffering.
This is a big lesson for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Next, outsourcing from Malaysia.
Good evening, Tan Ajaan. I have no
Ah,
questions
Okay.
tonight. I'm just
Still,
listening and paying respect.
still do the challenge, the 6-hour
Yes.
challenge every week?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes, still
good.
carrying on.
Find it helpful
Very helpful.
to curb your cravings, huh?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tan Ajaan.
Intan from Indonesia.
Good evening, Prajan. Prajan, I have one question, Prajan. Prajan, ever explained in Zoom, when we practice Dhamma, have 3 steps. One, first is physics, second is feeling, the third is mind. So my question, how to practice the second about the feeling?
Feeling is when you have painful feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You have to learn to be able to live with the painful feeling without feeling any bad about the painful feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're hungry and you cannot have any food, you should try to keep the mind pleasant without being affected by the hunger.
Mm.
By accepting the hunger and by accepting that there's nothing you can do about it now. So you just have to let the body go hungry for a while. Or if you're sick and you have painful feeling in your body and you cannot do anything, you cannot get rid of it now, then you have to learn to live with it. Try to live with it peacefully and don't feel hurt about the painful feeling.
Mm-hmm. So, Prajna, so how when we have we know that inside our we have a feeling like angry?
When you have feeling angry
Angry
about what?
about someone.
Then you have to find the cause of your anger. And the cause of your anger is your desire to control, to you want something from the person. And when you cannot get what you want, you get angry.
If I the cause is cause I don't like the attitude.
You have to change yourself. You cannot change the person. See? You have to look at the person like you look at the weather. Can you change the weather?
Cannot.
Okay. Even if you don't like it, you cannot change the weather you don't like. Then you just have to learn to accept the weather. Once you can accept the weather that you don't like, then you don't feel bad.
Okay, understand,
Okay.
Prajna.
Like when you get sick, you don't like because when you get sick, you have painful feeling, but then you cannot stop it. It's like the weather, so you have to accept it, accept the painful feeling, accept the sickness. Then you won't feel bad.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, understand, Prajna.
It's all from your craving or your desire or your wanting. You want something, and when you cannot get what you want, you get angry or you get dukkha. You feel bad. But if you stop your wanting and say you can take anything, it comes. Que sera, sera, then there will be no dukkha,
Yes.
no suffering, no anger. Okay?
Okay, understand, Prajan. Thank you, Prajan.
You're welcome. Next, Dr. Piao and Indira. You're still at home? Oh, yeah, because it's not time to go to work yet. I forgot.
Yeah, so we have extra 1 hour.
Yes, Tanajan.
So,
So-
anything, you have anything to contribute to our conversation today?
I think at the beginning you were talking about the permission before you get ordained. I think somebody didn't know that you have to get. I think it's a Vinaya rule. First, one of the earliest Vinaya rules. I think it originated from when Prince Rahula was ordained without permission, and Ananda Kumara too. I think Suddhodana, was the king, the father of Buddha, went and asked. Next time you need to. So I think Buddha brought that rule. You need permission from the parents.
But there's more for children, isn't it? Rahula was only 6 or 7 years old.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ananda was older, but still, I think.
Underage, underage.
Yes.
So I think that's more.
Nanda,
Yeah, but if it's an older
Nanda
person.
was about to get married. I think he was also ordained. That is the cousin.
Yeah, but then if you're, what he's saying is it has to be underage, but Tanajan says, but if it's an adult, they don't need permission.
Is it a Vinaya rule like for everyone?
This is left for interpretation, I guess.
Yes, I think so. I think so, Tanajan. I mean, if you're an adult, your parents might not be alive even.
Yeah, that's a different case. Your parents are alive, still you need permission, I believe. It's a Theravada, I guess, tradition or Vinaya rule. I'm not sure.
I think if one wants to ordain.
But if once you're an adult, you don't listen to your parents anyway, right?
That's true. That's true.
So why do you need permission to ordain? Do you need permission to get married or not?
True. And also, Tanajan, something so good, whether anybody gives permission or not, you do it.
Yeah. I think this rule is being misinterpreted. I think for me personally, I think it's for underage people.
Yes.
That needs the parental guidance. Yeah. So you
Maybe
have
that
to,
was the original
rule, but people.
Perhaps the Rahula
they
ordination.
just follow the rule blindly and say, okay, you need your parents' permission, even if you're 90 year old.
My parents are not there, so I'm okay. India has to get a 90-year-old mother to give permission.
My mother would happily give permission. She's just like a bhikkhuni anyways. Tanajan, I don't know whether you heard, in Sri Lanka, there was this really devastating cyclone. And so many people affected, lots of dukkha. Yeah.
Mudslides and,
so many deaths and, very bad situation. So we've been trying to sort of help.
send stuff to Sri Lanka. It's been a difficult time.
Yeah. I mean, it is Anitya Dukkha Anatta, but still it's your country. So, where you were born. So you have your attachments still. So yeah, try to do the best, Tanajan. Yeah.
Yes, you can help, but you should not feel bad or sad about it, because this is just natural work of nature, and we are part of nature. And we all will have to get old, get sick, and die anyway.
That's true. That's true. Try to think of it that way, but sometimes it is sad.
I think the flood affects so many countries in Southeast Asia right now. In Thailand also, in southern Thailand, the whole city got flooded. I think over 140 people died from the flood. Yeah.
Really?
And I think there are more in Indonesia. So I heard there's 600 people died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going around. I think Sri Lanka so far, the count is 300 plus a lot of missing.
Yes, but then you
But-
try to do your best. That's all you can do, like you said. Yes, Tanajan.
But without the flood, without anything, people still die every day.
Yes,
It just don't happen to be news, that's all.
That's true, Tanajan.
Because if there's no people die, the whole world will be overpopulated.
That's true.
Natural. And
But look at
population.
look at it in a positive light.
Yes, Tanajan.
We all have to die to sacrifice space for our our son and daughters to have room to live.
Yes,
If we all don't die, then there won't be enough room for all us to exist on this world, on this earth.
that's true. That's true, Tanajan. Yes, but we're trying to practice. We are doing that too. Yes, and I always still feel, honestly, I'm so grateful to you. One thing that, like, I when I sit, I really meditate really well, but I always had this problem like outside. But after you said you talk to be mindful even when you're not meditating, that really resonated so well with me, and that is something I'm so grateful to you.
I think the point you made was you don't need a crowd or group. Once you have the get into the groove of the practice, I think doing the practice alone is more fruitful. With the more people you have, you don't need that, right? At the beginning, you probably want some encouragement or some inspiration from other people sitting together. But you just made the point very clearly today. Being alone without being lonely, I think it's okay.
That's right. If your mind become more calm, then you want to be more alone than being with other people. But when you're not, when you still feel lonely, then you feel that you need to be closer to other people.
I always like to
Because if you
meditate.
develop some peace and happiness within, that's what you need to tap into for more and
That's
more.
right.
Because the more people you are, the more disturbance. Like when you sit, people talk, chat before sitting. We had a group like this. So now we've brought in silence. Before we sit, we have to be silent because they're chatting so much. When you sit, the chatter still working in their mind, right? So they can't focus. So what that person said, this person said, I think it just takes a long while. All the half an hour is gone for chattering in the mind before the mind becomes settled down.
You defeat the purpose. Yeah, for me, Tanajan, always, like from the time I was a kid, almost like maybe teenage, always like to sit alone and meditate. That's very peaceful, and it's sort of, like you feel it.
We do go for retreats 1 day to 3 days.
We have done retreats,
Organized.
Ajaan Ram, Tanisaro Biko, and we've learned from them. It's not like I'm saying that, but your general meditation, when you do it
It's
alone,
a private thing.
it's really so much more peaceful.
It's a personal thing.
Yes, absolutely, Tanaj.
Tanachan, you talk about Anitya Dukkha Anatma always has to contemplate. It's sort of a wisdom part of the meditation, right? Even today,
Yes.
somebody asked about wisdom. So, Sutame, you still need some learning. Chintame, you need to contemplate, and then finally you apply application as a bhavana me paja. So the 3 levels of by learning, by contemplation, and by meditating. The 3 wisdom levels. Once you contemplation, the wisdom, like the bhavana me wisdom arise, you really don't need to go back to too much of the learning part, right? Because you already have the ingredients within you.
First, you'll have to learn the theory behind
Yes, that's the sutame part.
the
The
practice.
first one. Mhm.
Once you know how to do the practice, then you do the practice.
That's right.
So less you need to dip into, because you're already you're tasting the food already. You don't need the recipes too much anymore because you're cooking the food and you're tasting it right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to do the practice, you need the real thing. See, you have to have the real suffering for you to, so that you know whether it works or not. The theory that you have learned.
So
It's
Anitya Dukkha.
like you a doctor when you study.
Yes.
You study about operating a person, but you don't actually operating a person until you practice when you graduate and then you enter the surgery room.
Yeah,
That's true.
yes, true. So the other thing I was I was thinking about is this anitya dukkha anatta. It's pretty looks like very straightforward, but it's a more expanded. Like if you look at more in an expanded way, I think the Anatma Lakkhana Sutra talks about it. I think it's a more logical way. So if it's something impermanent, Buddha asked, is it suffering or not suffering? Then the monk said, yes, it is suffering because something you want to have, it's gone, then it's suffering. So that makes things obvious for the five aggregates. So starting with the body. So if it's suffering, is it if it's suffering, is it wise to call it as self? Then the monk says, no, it's not wise to call it self because if it's something suffering, if it's impermanent, and is it worth calling it yourself? It's not worth it because it's these are aggregates are just activities. They're not permanent things. Even the body itself is an activity. So if they arise and passing away, why personalize this and say it's self? It's a because of the ignorance we call it self, right? So when you know it's not self, it's a useless exercise, right? You're going to suffer when you call it self.
Yes, when you consider it to be yourself, then you mean you can control it. See, but you cannot control it. Then you cannot say it's yourself. It's yourself. If it's yourself, then you must be able to control yourself.
Control. So you not get sick, you don't get old, you don't die. You can't. No chance.
That's right.
Even the doctors have to die.
Everybody has to die.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So anyway, so I'm thinking of maybe thinking of logical way. I mean, if it's changing and it's suffering, why call itself? It doesn't make sense. Like if it's not changing, it's fine. Like it's okay to call itself, but and that's cause of a dukkha because it's going to change, right? Whether you like it or not, it's going to change, and it is the result because if it's changing, impermanent, you are going to suffer because you can't hold on to it forever.
That's the full purpose. Yeah.
Yes. It just means that the body is not you. It's just like you look at my body and you don't call my body you, do you?
Do you?
Okay, you should look at the body and say, this is not me either. That's
These are
all.
some pixels on my computer.
This is something that you happen to take possession of temporarily.
True.
That's true, Ajaan.
So the same applies to the other aggregates as well. Feelings. Body is a bit hard because you feel it's permanent, right? I mean, you think it is permanent. Perception is it's a delusion of perception because you see all the time. But if you take an album and see how you're young and the change, you can see the change. If your photo album will show you the change. But when you see in the mirror, you think you're still the same, not change.
Sure.
Because the change is very slow. So you cannot, but if you take a photo of yourself 5 years ago and now and comparing, and you say, this is almost like two different person.
I had lots of hair gone.
Yes, Ajaan. Thank you so much for your teaching.
You're welcome.
Teruan Saranai.
Next, we'll go to Philip from Malaysia.
Good evening, Ajaan. I don't have any questions, just here to pay my respects to you.
Okay, thank you. Next, Sri and Czech from Canada, from Vancouver.
Greetings, Ajaan.
How can I help you?
I hope you're doing well. I have a question. Like last week, you talked about like karma. Is karma only affect like the physical body? How about our mind?
No, karma affect principally your mind. The body is just secondary. Sometimes it can affect the body, but sometimes it doesn't affect the body.
Oh.
But it directly affects the mind. As soon as you do something good, your mind feel good right away. As soon as you do something bad, your mind feel bad right away. But your body still remain the same. whether you did something good or bad, right?
Yes.
So karma actually works with the mind. The body is considered to be what you call collateral, result. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. You kill somebody, you might go to jail, but sometimes you don't have to go to jail. It depends on how you manipulate the law.
Mm.
Okay, but you
But
feel bad right away as soon as you kill somebody. And karma has three stages of showing result. The first one is immediately in your mind. When you did something bad, you feel bad right away. Then second one, the second result will appear when after you die. When after you die, the bad karma that you have performed will then lead you to go to be born in a undesirable state of existence. Yeah. And then the third stage of your karma result is when you're reborn the next life. If you did bad karma, when you reborn the next life, you have a bad physical appearance or having a unhappy state of, of existence in your next life. So karma works three stages. Immediately, right away, then next after you die, and then next after you're reborn. That's why we are born differently. Sometimes we are born, some people born happy, some people born sad, unhappy, some people born rich, some people born poor. These are the effects of your good or bad karma.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because in this world, people are different, right? Some are rich, some are poor, some are good looking, some are bad looking, some are healthy and some are not healthy. Some have long life, some have short life. These are consequence of your past karma, good or bad.
Okay. And so if I keep like practicing mindfulness and then try to keep the mind calm, and this become like our way of living, and then this karma will bring with us.
Yes, whatever you do, it becomes a habit. It goes with the mind. If you know how to meditate, in your next life you can meditate right when you don't have to go seek a teacher to teach you how to meditate.
Mm.
If you know how to swim, then in your next life you can swim when you're born. If you know how to play the piano or violin, the next life you can play the piano or violin. That's why some people can play violin at the age of 6, because they already learned in the past, from the past life. If you were good at sports, then in your next life you'll be good at sports. If you're good in mathematics, you'll be good in mathematics in your next life. That's why we have different people have different abilities, because of the past lives, the past karma.
Mm.
If you used to be a thief, in your next life you'll still be a thief.
So it won't go away. Huh?
No, it's a habit. See, it's habit. It's fun. But you can change if you realize, oh, this is not good for you, then you can stop. Every time you feel like cheating or stealing, you say, oh, no, no, you have to stop yourself. Then you can reverse the process.
Oh, and mindfulness is the way to break this.
That's right, mindfulness and wisdom. Mindfulness is the one to stop your urge, your cravings. And wisdom is to teach you this is the wrong type of craving you should be having. You should crave to be good person. You should crave to keep the precept, crave to do dana, for instance.
Mm.
So you need to live with somebody who is wisdom, who's wise, who has wisdom and wise to teach you what's good and what's bad. If you don't already know it in yourself, then you will need somebody else to teach you that. But if somebody already learned this in the past life, they then they don't need anybody to teach them. They know that to to do bad karma is wrong, and to do good karma is right. And they keep doing the good karma and try to stop not doing the bad karma.
Oh.
So your past life affect your future life
Mm.
in this regard.
Mm.
And what you like and what you hate also go with you in your next life. If you hate some colors in your next life, you'll still hate that same colors.
Hmm.
If you
Yeah.
like a certain color in your next life, you'll still like that particular color. If you're
Mm.
left-handed, your next life you'll still be left-handed. If you're right-handed, you'll be right-handed in your next life.
Oh.
That's why we are different, right? Because of our past karma. See?
Oh.
Mm. If this
Some
life I
people
achieve anyone. Oh, sorry.
in this life, if you are if you, accountant, in your next life you'll still be an accountant. So
Can we turn to musician then next life?
you can try, but you find it difficult. You'll find it difficult.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
people change profession sometimes after they do it for a while. They say, "Oh, this is not right for me."
I
Oh.
see. Okay.
Then they
Mm.
eventually find the one that's right for them.
Oh.
Mm.
Sometimes you don't want to be this, but your parents want you to be this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
see.
you have to do what your parents want you to do. But after you've grown up and your parents die, then you might change, going to do the things that you like instead of what your parents like.
Oh.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because you're still the same old person you are today. In your next life, you just carry over the mind without the body. That's all. The new thing is the body, but the old thing is the mind. The mind.
Oh.
It's like the saying that goes, "Old wine in a new bottle."
Oh, my new pot.
Oh.
You can change the new bottle, put a new label on it, but you're still the same old wine.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay. If you're a white wine, you'll still be white wine in your next life. If you're red wine, you if you're red wine in your next life. But you can change right now. If you say, "Oh, I don't like this type of person I am," you can change
Oh.
by stopping
Mm.
doing the thing that is not right for you and try to change. That's why
Yeah.
once you become a sotapanna, you change it to a sotapanna.
Oh.
I see.
And you higher you change until the highest level, until you
Mm.
become an arahant, a Buddha.
Yeah.
Mm. So keep trying. Okay. What I was saying, like, if we achieve just one jhana in this lifetime, will this bring with us? Or
Yes, one jhana,
one time,
just one jhana.
and that will bring with us, like, for next life.
Well, it depends on how much you once you have jhana, if you feel good, you want to keep developing it, then you get more jhanas.
Mm.
But this one jhana came automatically without you trying. See? And sometimes you might be sitting alone by yourself, and all of a sudden your mind drop into jhana
Mm.
because in your past life you have this already.
Mm.
Mm.
But if you want to have a second jhana or third jhana, then you have to practice mindfulness to get the second or the third jhana. But if you already had 20 jhanas in your past life, then you'll find that you can enter into jhana many times also.
Mm. Mm.
So it depends on the intensity of what you have done today. Will continue on over the next life. The more you did, the more you will have. The less you have, then the less you will have in your next life.
Mm.
Oh. Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember you were saying the like it's like the feeling of falling, right? Like sometimes it can be like feeling of falling, and but like the but if it's happening a lot in the sleep, is that also from past life? The feeling of falling?
Yes, it's all from your past karma.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Mm.
We're running out of time.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you, Ajahn.
Ajahn. Thank you.
All right. Next, Gary from Singapore. 1 minute.
Evening, Ajahn. I'm just here to pay respect. No questions. Thank you.
Okay. Same with Belinda. Hi, Belinda. Just pay respect. Oh, you want to make any comment? You're welcome to.
Yes, silence is golden, Ajahn. Thank you.
Okay, good. I'll go to Kunjup now for more questions.
กราบนมัสการท่านอาจารย์เจ้าค่ะ We have 5 questions altogether. The first 2 questions are from Lee Tekwa. Hi ท่านอาจารย์ What will happen when someone is in deep meditation and someone else tries to wake him up? Is it harmful to the meditator's mind? Thank you.
Well, it can cause the practice to be disrupted temporarily, and it might take a while for that person to regain that level of practice again. So it's better not to disrupt anybody when they're meditating.
Next question from Lee Tekwa. To become a Sotapanna, is maintaining a constant mindfulness daily and having wisdom good enough? Thank you.
Yes, you have to look at the body as not being yourself. Look at the body as being somebody else. If you look at the body as being somebody else, then you don't care what happened, right? If somebody else gets sick, you don't care. If somebody else dies, you don't care. So that's the way it should be with your body. You should not care. If it's gonna get sick, you don't care. If it's gonna die, you don't care.
The next
because it's not you, it's anatta, it's not yourself. Okay, next.
The next 3 questions are from Pauline Soon. The heart wants to practice, but the kilesa is defends it too strong and not allowing it to practice. Can Ajahn give some advice to fight the kilesa?
Well, you should bargain with your defilement. Say, can I have maybe half of the time for you and half the time for me?
Next question. Is it a wrong action if someone leaves the family to go for practice?
It depends on whether you have any responsibility for the family or not. If you have, then it's wrong. You should carry on with your responsibility first.
And the last question. As a good meditator, is it compulsory for he or she to learn all the Buddha's teaching or maybe a sutta? Thank you.
Can you repeat again, please?
Yes. As a good meditator, is it compulsory for the meditator to learn all the Buddha's teaching or maybe a sutta? Thank you.
You only learn how to meditate. If you're meditating, just learn how to meditate. You don't have to learn about other things yet.
That is all, Ka.
That is all. Okay, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for your company. I hope this conversation is useful and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, be mindful all the time, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Sadhu,
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 Ajahn.
sadhu. Thank you, Tan. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Good night.
Thank you, Amy.
Good night.
Bye.